Confinement from a child's world. Results. Let's start off with the age group analysis, but before we do, my name is Frank Martinez with Eastern New Mexico University alongside Dr. Bond. As you listen, you'll discover children will show more sadness and nightmares than older children. In fact, older children show more screen time and anger during quarantine. Younger children were 6 to 9 and older children 10 and up. The reason why we chose this was because a median split was taken to force an independent variable age between younger and older, an independent samples t-test. We needed to compare these two independent groups and measure the statistical evidence that the associated population means are significantly different. In light of the evidence, findings indicate younger children played outside more than older children. Consequently, family study time was higher for older children than younger. In other words, adults helped the older children with homework than younger. In the final analysis, a figure will show the means for time playing outside and family study for the two significant independent samples t-test. To say nothing more of the age group analysis, for the reason being that the arbitrary age group may mask the relationship between the age and survey variables. A brief, intelligently designed correlation analysis was conducted to evaluate the significant strength between this relationship of the younger and older children. In view of the results, it showed a recognized class that age and anger were significantly correlated. As age increased, anger increased, screen time increased. However, creativity decreased, all due to the confinement of this pandemic. In detail, younger children played more games than older children because the significant correlation during this pandemic showed being playful with family decreased as they aged. Important to realize, older children felt more isolated because this is a stage where adolescents spend more time with friends than family. Look at the correlation matrix in Table 1 to discover the significant strengths and weaknesses between the two age groups. Given the results of confinement in a world pandemic of child's mental health and well-being, a study on time outdoors, time playing, time studying, time being apart from friends, amount of sleep, emotional expression, and time spent on academic pursuits indicates as children age, the more anger they feel during quarantine. On the negative side of this, isolation from friends strongly affects older children more than younger children, because this is the identity and independence stage in human development. Therefore, to reduce this distress of disconnectedness, more screen time was recorded in older children than younger. On the positive, younger children show more resilience in quarantine because they play with family. Therefore, they're more creative and less angry. An important outcome to realize for future research in measuring children's mental state with multiple scales would be a global self-esteem scale, a grit scale, an emotion scale, and scales that measure isolation or loneliness would be effective during world pandemics such as what we are going through now with COVID-19. Ultimately, younger children are not affected by this pandemic or by a pandemic as much as older children. Consequently, an intervention program to help older children in terms and in times of reducing isolation, as we've described in this video and presentation, is vital during world confinement.